But why would you ever learn Korean? Seriously, what's the point? Are you kidding me? But why would you ever learn Korean? Seriously, what's the point? Are you kidding me? You're learning Korean. No, I don't believe it. There's hardly any people in the world speaking Korean. I mean, think about it. It's like a tiny country. Why don't you just learn French or Spanish or something useful? Really? The why would you learn insert language question is a silly one, and I probably don't have to tell you why. You and I are language learners, and we both know that people learn languages for many different reasons, and often it's just because they're interested in them. So we don't have to give people reasons why we're learning a language. We just do it because we love it. Before I say anything, let me just apologize for my English. My English is quite bad, so I'm really, really sorry if I make any mistakes in what I'm about to say. So please accept this present as my apology for my terrible English. Well, this silly thing doesn't actually come from somebody who's not learning languages. It usually comes from a language learner themselves. So some people like to begin their sentences with apologies for my English or apologies for my French. I'm not very good at English yet, that kind of thing. And they do it for the benefit of the person they're talking to. But actually, they are speaking the native language of that person and they've made the effort already, so there is no need to apologize. I think it's a silly thing to say, but I think it's a natural thing to say and something that we have to work on eliminating if we really truly want to be confident in the language we're learning. Well, the sad truth is that I'm actually too old to learn a language. Well, children, they have it easy, they can learn very quickly, but myself, no, I'm 31. Well, the I'm too old to learn a language is a very good excuse. It's a very common excuse, something I've heard many times. But actually, we both know that it's not an excuse, and age is actually something that can help you. So, as children, we learn in a more natural way, but we also learn in a way that means we don't have certain preconceptions about ourselves. So we don't worry about being judged. We don't worry about our own inability to express ourselves fully. Whereas as adults, we do have that awareness, and this is something that can hold us back, but also something that can help us because we have the awareness of where we need to put more work. We have the awareness of how we want to improve exactly, and we've got the analytical thinking that children don't have. So never think that you're too old to learn a language. Learning French is definitely possible. Yes, it's possible, and I would do it myself if I lived in France, but obviously I don't live in France, so I'm not going to speak French or learn it very well. But if I lived in France, if I had the opportunity to live abroad and work in France, then yes, obviously I would be fluent in French. Well, does it mean that the millions or billions of people in the world who speak foreign languages have lived abroad? I don't think so. And this is a silly thing to say because you don't actually have to travel abroad to learn a foreign language. I never traveled to an English speaking country before I was 19. And I already spoke English when I first went to the UK to study at university because I learned it at home. And many, many, many other people do this every single day. So don't be discouraged. It's a silly thing to say that you could be fluent if you lived abroad, but you don't. So let me tell you something. Before you say anything in a foreign language, you need to know the grammar first. Because if you don't know the grammar, you're going to make lots of mistakes. So who would want to do that? Really? You need to know the grammar? I don't think so. I think when learning a language, you need to do a little bit of everything, and you definitely need to do some speaking from the start of the process. Even if you're just saying individual words, don't be afraid to do it because learning grammar is something that you will be doing throughout the process, not just at the beginning. And if you just focus on grammar at the start, you will actually become demotivated at some point because you will think, well, I still don't know so many things, so when am I going to speak? So don't worry about it. Start speaking from the start and you'll be fine. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you next time. Bye!